Hello, good evening traders. Namaskar. We're on the evening of 7th of June 2022 and it got a little late for my end to create this market view. It's almost 9 p.m. It's 42 minutes past 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And together we are looking at the daily chart of the Nifty near month futures and very clearly a disappointing close in today's session. 3 consecutive negative trades for the benchmark Nifty, breaking below the recent swing lows. Though on an intraday basis we did manage to see a bit of bounce back towards the end, but still it was a little bit of disappointment considering the market had given us such a nice bounce back recently, but it's kind of now slipping away and has given back quite a bit. Same holds for Bank Nifty also, but because we are talking about the short-term underlying trend of the market, it's important that we look at the lower time frames, and I consider the 35-minute time frame for the Indian equity markets as a representation of the short-term trend. Now we are looking at the 75-minute time frame chart, and if you remember this zone which aligned really well with this point of control, and if we extend this level, what was previous resistance and current supports, so that's exactly where we are. So if the index has any intention to sustain this rally, then it needs to bounce back from here. It should ideally bounce back from here. This is it. Or else, if it slips below today's low, then the fact that we have just moved into a short-term downtrend, just broken below the series of moving averages on the downside, any move below this current lows, today's low, will only exaggerate the move, will only confirm and validate that yes, we are heading further down. This zone is of quite a bit of significance. We've got the point of control, we've got multiple highs in the past, we've got a gap up, we've got a support, we've got a couple of supports, and we are right there right now as I make this video tonight. So this is it. The index has enough confluence, technical reason and rationale to offer a bounce back from here on towards 16,500 and hopefully further up. But if it fails to deliver that, then sorry, we will probably heading further down, and in that case we need to rework on our short-term supports and further intermediate supports. So, and very crucial level for the Nifty where we have closed in today's session. What about the Bank Nifty? The Bank Nifty also have just moved into a nascent short-term downtrend, and for the Bank Nifty, the point of control and the big wide range of supports was essentially coming in from this level, which was earlier a pretty good resistance, but it's not actually walked or did not get the scope chance to work as a support, 34,800 kind of levels. So if we see some kind of a further movement towards 34,800, then Bank Nifty can provide us some support at this level. But there's no doubt that it has been a disappointing move from both the indices. The Bank Nifty too has kind of synced quite a bit over the last 7 trading session, giving away quite a bit of the recent rally. So the underlying short-term trend of the market, which has just gone down, is at a juncture where it needs confirmation, and any slip below today's low will confirm further weakness for both Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. Any kind of a short-term bounce back, and if we just close and take a look at the 15-minute chart of Bank Nifty, there you go. So if we close and take a closer look at Bank Nifty from here on and consider the volume profile of the recent leg down, I do notice a bit of sign of accumulation. When we see volume profiles, point of control shaping up towards the lower end of the correction, it gives a signal, an indication that at the lower prices, volumes have been relatively higher. maybe contrarian long players, maybe short players covering their shorts, but participation is higher, which gives us a little bit of hope that we might get a bit of a bounce back in tomorrow's trade, unless proven otherwise. Let's take a look at the global markets, and I can see that SGX Nifty is trading a minor 38 points positive. The US markets also flattish to positive in the session so far. So the Bank Nifty has shown us a bit of sign of accumulation. The Bank Nifty had a good bounce back from this point to this point, and I think we've gone quite a bit as a short-term correction. So for both the indices, Nifty as well as the Bank Nifty, slip, close below today's low, and the probability of a bounce back diminishes significantly. However, if today's low is held well, then the chances of a short-term bounce back reappears. The index needs to take up above today's high, which is the immediate short-term resistance for both the Bank Nifty and the Nifty. And so strategically, the call that we had that we should continue to be maintain a bullish bias has now come up with a question mark. I would say cautiously bullish is not a bad stance. Let's see, let's give the market 1 day's time, and let's see what's in store for us in tomorrow's trade. Take care of yourself, trade well and trade wise.